know I'm late. I am so sorry. That just means one thing. I'm not done unpacking from last night. That just means I have to do this quickly, and I don't know how to do that. So, yeah, like, good luck with that, right? Okay. But if you're new here, welcome to my channel. And if you are a returning viewer, thank you so much for coming back. And I really appreciate your time. And if you are a first-time viewer, if you find this video helpful, funny, if you don't even like it, make sure you thumbs it up or thumbs it down. Either way, it doesn't matter. It helps out. Subscribe if you do like it. It helps me out. And if you want to see something particular, don't be afraid to say, hey, can you do that for me? Or can you explain this for me? If I know the answer, I would be more than happy to answer. Let's see. If you have a garden, you know weeds are low down scoundrels. Draw the line around them. The Sure Shot lawn extends with a protective shield and targets its more precise right down. I do need to change this channel. La, la, la. I think people start to freak out whenever I'm late for the videos. Alright, let's see.
That is a safe place for everyone for this procession. We, of course, will have team coverage of that procession for you starting at 11 a.m. here on air.
Facebook is acting weird. I'm trying to start my live over there and it's still not even uploaded.
We're live in Riverside this morning. Matt Russo, CBS 47, Fox 30, Action News Jax.
This morning we're hearing a 911 call from a domestic violence incident involving a PGA Tour golfer. Kristen Glover, wife of Lucas Glover, was arrested Saturday night in St. Johns County. Reports show Krista called her husband a loser after he played poorly at the Players' Championship.
Okay, I'm waiting for the video to start and my phone is not replying over there. Okay. Let me see, because it should have started by now. Is it not connected to the internet? Like, what's going on? Let's see. Says it's connected. Let's turn it off.
This morning, a California mother
Turn it on.
and 3 family members are in the hospital. They were mowed down while out for a walk. Now, you're taking a look at the
Oh
scene.
my gosh, that is so sad.
And this is aerial footage. You can see the SUV that plowed into them that's crashed. Investigators say
That's in California. Oh, that is so sad. Oh my gosh, my heart goes out to them.
Assigned to Dixon High School confronted and injured that armed teenager yesterday. The 19-year-old suspect is now in police custody.
Well, feast your eyes. That's real. 2 extraordinary diamonds hit the auction block in Switzerland, hitting historic highs.
Oh my gosh, let me see. I don't know why this isn't working.
A 50-carat white diamond and a vivid yellow diamond ring. Just gorgeous. Jewelers say that stones like these are very rare, and this particular white diamond is flawless. This morning, warm and muggy as you step out the door. Upper 60s and low 70s across our area with just a few isolated showers.
I think that was it. Okay. There we are. Finally, it took me forever to get this video up and started. I'm so sorry. Okay. Good morning. I hope you guys had a good day yesterday. I was out late. I feel like a teenager again. Like I was out and about playing in makeup with some ladies, doing makeovers, talking about magnabilities and makeup. It was so much fun. I had a blast last night. I didn't even get until after 10 o'clock. Like that's the first time I've done that in like ages. It felt so good to get out and just like hang out with some ladies. I they were all, good morning, Lauren. How are you, girl? I'm praying for you. I haven't seen you and I totally have been thinking about reaching out, but I know you need time with things that have happened. So I know a lot of people probably are reaching out and that's probably why Yeah, I figured that's probably, you probably get a lot of people that message you and inbox you, and though they're appreciated, I know they are. I know sometimes when you're frustrated, you just want your phone to shut up. And I've been there, so I don't know what you're going. Well, I know what you're going through somewhat, but I don't know how you feel about being bugged about it all the time. You know what I mean? Love you, girl. Though I hope you're doing okay. And I am here if you need to talk. Totally here. Yeah, I figured.
I should live with this. Is this rare? I found one.
Is it real?
Is it rare?
Real? Yeah, it's real. It's not gold.
It's
not-
on the ground outside.
We're outside.
In the park.
I think someone may have colored it gold. Look, it's a quarter and it's gold. See it? Don't spend it. Hang on to it. You want me to put it up? Put it in that bank right there. I'll keep it up for you. I got my Ipsy bag in. Since we're all late anyway. Alright. Got my Ipsy, y'all. Oh, I'm so excited. Okay, so, and I ain't gonna lie, I did take something out of this. I forgot what it was. I think I used it. So I am digging the little brushes with the rhinestones on them. I think they're kind of cute, and so I'm getting quite the collection. The only thing that upsets me is they're not all the same color, so I can't keep them all in the same jar. Like, because I have my jars done by, like, the color of the handles of the brushes. Girl, I am here for you. Here for you. If you need that, I am here for you. And if you ever want to take your mind off of it, I totally can, we can talk about other stuff. Ain't got to talk about that stuff at all, but I could have you laughing and rolling about stuff that just is crazy. Crazy. I'm crazy. So I do want to try, look at this lipstick. It's an Ofra. It's like a rose-colored nude. It's beautiful. See how it looks lighter, I feel like, in the bottle than it does when it dries. It'll dry in a sec, but I don't know. Maybe that's just me thinking, like, I look at it in the bottle, I'm like, but I'm going to wear that today. I don't know how I feel about this eyeliner. But yes, girl. So I was talking with somebody the other day, and we were talking about, like, stuff that happens, and, like, sufferings, and, like, why it happens, and, like, just like I commented earlier, like, I look like I lost weight. Hi, Rita, girl. I think in the last couple of days I might have lost a couple of pounds. I just have been so busy and running. I didn't even eat anything last night until I got home at 10:30. I scarfed a couple bags of chips on the way home, and then when I got in, I ate a hot dog that was left over. The lipstick from Wet n Wild, that was my very first liquid catsuit lipstick. It really was. And that's what got me hooked on liquid catsuit. Rebel Rose. That was my very first favorite. Yes. And listen, my all-time favorite now out of the liquid catsuit is a shade called Behind the Bleachers. I don't know if you guys have seen that shade. You may have seen me wear it before, and I talked about it when I bought it because it was one of the new shades they came out with after Christmas. And oh my gosh, listen, it is like the perfect mix between red and pink. Red and pink. So it is gorgeous. If you guys ever get the chance to buy another like liquid catsuit, look for that shade. I promise you, that color looks good on everybody because it's like the perfect mix of red and pink. Actually, I probably should wear it today just to show you guys. Maybe I'll dig it out. Oh my god, it is my favorite. But yeah, the more I think about it, the more I want it. It is beautiful. Beautiful. And this is my bin of lipsticks I've already worn. I'm trying to get through all my lipsticks, and I can't do it. I found my lipstick from yesterday. It was sitting right there. And I didn't see it because I was in such a hurry. I couldn't see it. It was like right there. Ah, here it is. Here it is. Alright, so this lipstick, oh, I wish my video camera was better on Facebook. You can definitely see it on YouTube better, but this is the shade right here. right here. I love that lipstick. It is my favorite one. I don't know what eyeshadow look I'm doing today because I haven't even picked out colors from the Shadow Cruise jar. So you're gonna have to do that. Let me go check my AC. I think Joe may have turned it off. I hate when he does that. He gets cold.
Action News Jack's Beth Russo is following the story live for us this morning, and Beth, JSO encouraging the public to come out this morning and pay their respects.
And if you had just a few blocks down this road, you're going to get to the funeral home. That, of course, is the end point of this procession. But we're here on Riverside Avenue. This is where JSO is encouraging the public to line up. They tell us this is the safest place for them to pay their respects.
Okay. So I love it. I love that shade. I'm going to use that today. So yesterday when I went to go pick up my kids. Hey guys. When I went to go pick up my kids, there was like my new bunny ears. My new headband. Yeah. I did buy an extra one for you know what, but for you know what, you know why I bought an extra one.
A 14-year-old son. Lance died responding to go help someone else. And that's what he always did. He put other people first. It was so funny. I feel hilarious. So this is the shade behind the bleachers. It looks, the camera doesn't show it as well here, but it's beautiful. It's like the perfect shade between red and pink. It's so pretty. I was like, yes, give me that. All right, so yesterday when I went to pick up my kids from school, they wouldn't let anybody in or out. Apparently there was a shooter shooting at my kids' high school, and so yeah, girl, look, I got an extra one. I'm gonna be doing an auction soon. I promise. I know I keep saying that, but I just have been so busy. I'm gonna do it. It's beautiful. I know. But yeah, so there was a shooter shooting. Okay, so I have 2 in high school, 2 in middle school, 2 in elementary, and so when I'm working, my high schoolers will go and pick up my elementary schoolers because they get out an hour before. Well, they called me and they're like, Mom, I don't think I'm going to be able to get there and get the kids from school because, they're all within a mile of each other. I'm not going to be able to get there because they have us on lockdown. I was like, what do you mean they have you on lockdown? What does that mean? Like, what's going on? And he said, I don't know. I guess there's a shooter somewhere close to the school. I don't know. Anyway, so I'm thinking, okay, they're on lockdown. So I had to leave work and go pick up the elementary school kids because the high schoolers weren't going to be able to move anyway. They were stuck in the building. So I get to the elementary school and they were locked down too. Hey, Bren. They were locked down too. They weren't letting the kids out of there either or letting anybody in. And it was already like 3:10 when I got there. So I was like, what's going on? They're like, well, it's something to do with the shooter. And since it was only a mile away, not even a mile away, they, they locked the whole area down, which I'm glad. That's their job. They want to protect the children, and I'm so glad. But I waited out there probably like 10, 15 minutes, and they finally let everybody out. And then I ran over there and picked up the high schoolers, and they said right there at the high school, apparently 3 kids in a car, 3 teenagers in the car. Thank you. Hey, Becky. So 3 teenagers in the car pull up and start shooting at, hey, Laura. Hey, Andrea. Thank you. They started shooting at one of the buses there at the high school when they were about to leave for the day. This is the LA Girl Pro Mat. I love this foundation. Yes, it covers everything and it lasts all day. So yeah, I guess when I got there to pick up my high schoolers, a couple of, they had already picked up, hey, Gay. They found one of the guys and they had him in the back seat of the car because in the car line when you go to pick up the kids, they had already had one in the back seat and there was like 5 or 6 cruisers just sitting there. Hey, Julie, how are you? You guys were thinking you're gonna have to resort to an old video. I know. I've seen some of y'all watching some of my old videos thinking Lois isn't going live today. Aw. I was just running late because I got home so late last night. I had a makeup party I did Hey, Sarah. How are you, darling? I had a makeup party. I did. Oh my gosh, we had so much fun. I want to do more of these. Oh, we had so much fun. I'm telling you. And they want to do more too. So they're like, "Will you come back and do another one? I want to buy more stuff and I want to do more, learn more about makeup." I'm like, "Sure will, sure will." You got a deal. And they're gonna invite more of their friends. It's in an apartment like condos, you know. Beautiful place. It's right on the river. Thanks, Sarah. I'm glad you're here. I was so tired though. I didn't hear my alarm go off. I woke up and I looked over at my phone. I picked it up and I'm like, oh, my alarm didn't go off. Yeah, it's okay, Shelly. It's all good. I'm not mad at her. I'm mad at what she said. But I don't want to make today's video about that. Oh, you mean I was watching you. I got you. Yeah. I was watching you. I was trying to get in the shower too. I watch people in the shower. I'm sorry. I'm not ashamed. My phone's waterproof. I can do that. And see, that's why I like technology so much. They're constantly improving. I don't have to miss a thing. Just don't video call me. Listen, if you video call me and I don't answer, I promise there's a good reason. Don't call me again. You don't want to know what that reason is. I'm probably in the shower. Or on the toilet. Come on, show of hands. How many people use their phone on the toilet? Come on. You can do it. Even if you pee, you're watching something, you can't put it down. Y'all know what I'm saying. Come on. Lauren. Just Sarah said guilty. Yeah, Heather. Okay, so for real, this is what you need to do. So this has been a saving grace for me, Lauren, and it is the black charcoal peel mask, not the ones you wash off, but the ones you peel. Girl, huge difference. Walmart has one. Lauren's like, I'm guilty. Walmart has one for I think $5 or $6, and the brand is like SOOAE. I don't know how you pronounce that. She said, Sarah says, I have 3 boys. How else do you check your email? In the shower and on the toilet, of course. Yeah. But yeah, I'll send you a picture of it when I get off my live. But it's SAA or SOOAE is the brand, and you can get it from Walmart. I told Gay about it. Gay, is it helping your kid? Yes. Okay. Good. I'm glad it helped. Good. That's what I've been using, and I notice that when I like skip a day, or I do every other day, but sometimes every day I will. And I'll send you a picture. But when I miss out and don't do it is when I notice my breakouts starting to come back, because I wear makeup every day, and some people don't wear makeup every day and they just get breakouts. But yes, something about the charcoal draws out the impurities, and then just having it like when you peel, it just pulls it out. It's like vacuums it right out of your face. Why isn't this focusing? Okay, it's good stuff. Yes. SOOAE. And they do more than just those peel masks. They do other stuff too. I haven't tried any of their other products, but so far I really love that. Let me put this stuff away while I'm... My foundation drawer is ridiculous. Ridiculous. Did you hear all those foundations? Like, what do you need all this for, Lois? You're quite the hoarder. I know, I'm ashamed. I'm not ashamed. I didn't unpack my bag last night because I was so tired when I got in. I literally washed my face, put some things away. I didn't even place my order yet. I need to place my order for this stuff. They found me on Facebook, and they found me on YouTube, and these ladies were so much fun. I want to move there. I want to move in with them. I do. I could totally see hanging out with them like every day. It's crazy. Good. I'm glad, Gay. Yes, Heather, I'm telling you, it's like a dream. It works like a dream. It's good stuff, man. Do you already know what it is, or do you want me to send you a picture of it?
The First Alert Saturday forecast on air, online, and on the go. Brought to you by VyStar. Open a VyStar CD with funds from another financial institution, and you'll get a bonus of up to $1,000. Visit VyStarCU.org for details.
Good morning, Michael. How are you, sweetness? I have not seen you in a while. Y'all, Michael is beautiful. She is gorgeous, y'all. I'll never forget, like, one of the very first videos I ever saw you do, which was that ombre lip you did. Girl, that got me hooked on ombre lips. That video right there. I was like, yes, girl. And I was doing ombre lips every once in a while after that. I was like, yes. Yes. I love that ombre lip you did. It was the Crazy Lips challenge, I think, that I had everybody do. And I was like, oh, man, she did so good. Hi, Rachel. Thank you. Okay. Rachel, I have not forgotten about you, girl. I know you asked me to help you with some stuff, but I have been so busy. Yeah, it was the blue lip. That's right. It was blue. It's just a matter of finding time. I probably can't do it all through text. I'll have to walk you through it on the phone, girl. I am probably one of the busiest people you'll ever know. I don't mean that just to be funny. It's serious. Serious business, okay? Okay. I need another ribbon awareness look. So if you guys have one, I really want you guys, I don't want to just do a look and just to do one. So I want to give people information on it. So you guys think of something that has affected you, but I want a storyline behind it. Like I want one that has affected you personally, or someone you really love. So that way I can connect with it, and whoever's watching can connect. So give me the storyline behind. Oh, I need to check my message request because I think I might have one in there. But one I haven't done, and one that I want to do research on, so I can give, like I've been doing. Just research on it. We can do a ribbon awareness. Yes, your husband. Your poor Bruce. How is Bruce doing? Is he doing better? He's back to work, so he must be. Well, that doesn't say much because he'd work even if he was dying. He has. That Bruce. He's going to die at work. I shouldn't say that. He's going to be like, I can't go to my funeral. I have to go to work. No time for funerals. No time for funerals. I got to process payroll. You should have seen, there was a lady, one of the ladies last night was so funny. She did not realize how pigmented the Because eyeshadows were. Aww. She didn't know how pigmented they were, and she actually used, first she's like, oh, I love the color of that blush, can I see it? And she put it on her eye. And then she was like, oh, that's pretty, and she really loved it. And then she went in with the black eyeshadow from the Smoke and Mirrors palette, and it was so pigmented. She was like, oh my god, I look like I was punched in the eye because it was so dark. I'm like, it's got some pigment. You don't need a whole lot. Seriously, but they were having so much fun playing with my makeup. Good morning, sweetness. How are you? Are you getting ready for school, Amber? Y'all, say hi to Amber. This little girl works so hard. She dances. She does competitions for a Christian dance school. They're awesome. I've been to their showcases before. I need to find out when their showcases. I know I keep saying that, but I have to put it in my calendar. If I don't, I'll forget. Because I'm supposed to be doing some makeup for them. And I want to make sure that I'm there. I need a hero. Yay. Okay. I'm not super thrilled with this month's Ipsy, but it's okay, I guess. I'm going to try the lipstick tomorrow then, since I'm using my Behind the Bleachers one today.
Somewhere about 45 cents of each dollar is taxes and penalties when you spend that money, and then you don't have it for retirement anymore. Don't do that. I'm Clark County.
Certified Jacksonville's most accurate weather forecast. Action News Jax, first to learn weather.
A live look outside this morning from our Action News Jax First Alert Skycam network here at Jacksonville Beach, where we have partly cloudy skies and some of the low-hanging.
This Maybelline Master Fix Setting Powder, listen, I highly recommend this to anybody. Like, it just melts right into your concealer, foundation. You can use it all over the face, but I don't use it all over the face because I do like a tinted one on the rest of the face. I just use it because it doesn't crease my foundation. Like, it melts right in and sets it. Not foundation, sorry, concealer. So I just use it right there under the eye so that I can set that area. And then I use a tinted one on the rest of the face because it gives a little bit more coverage.
It's going to reach you at Freedom Church at 7:24 and First Church of God there at 7:44 this morning.
What?
Temperatures across our area are in the low to mid-70s. We have the low
What are you talking about? Is that from Grapevines?
and then a little bit warmer. Just a couple of degrees.
No, Michael, girl, I was so busy yesterday. I haven't had a chance to look. I'm gonna look now that you said it. Do me a favor and tag me if you get a chance. You don't have to. I'm not trying to make you work, but it would be easier for me if you tagged me. I was sick. Girl, I was like, what? I have not jumped on the Grapevines train yet. I need to come check their makeup out. I have heard so many good things about Grapevines. I want to do one of their face charts so I can just get it for free. But you know, because I like free. I'm just cheap like that. Who was it that said they wanted the other powder brush that I have? I need to, there's somebody wanted a powder brush and I think the mini curlers. I need to invoice them and I forgot. Yes, they are so pigmented. They couldn't believe it. They were loving. And then when we were talking about, you know, because sometimes we think, you know, listen, my price range is more like $10 eyeshadow palettes. That's more me. But limited edition. Aw. Hi, Sandy. So, but when they were looking at when they heard that the eyeshadow palettes, I always cringe when I have to tell people that they're $42. But they were like, I used to work for Estee Lauder, and we used to sell the 4-packs for like $60. So this is actually a good price. I'm like, okay, heck yeah. Doing good, Sandy. How are you? But they are so pigmented, and they're smooth too. That's another. They could not believe it. Listen, the one lady, thank you. The one lady said she never wears makeup, and I was like, okay, I'll do a natural look on you. And she had her eyebrows. What do you call it when they tattoo it on her? Gosh, I can't remember. Microbladed. Is it microbladed? Anyway, so she was like saying she had them done, and I was like, all right. And I wasn't gonna do them, but we were talking about brow products, and she was like, use that stuff on me, talking about my brow cream that I use. And I was like, listen, these are gonna be really dark on you because her hair wasn't as dark as mine. I said, but I'll use it. And so I did, and she loved it. She was like, I was like, just remember, if I normally would do it, it wouldn't be as dark. She was like, but I like it. She said, yeah, definitely. If you get some lighter stuff, she goes, I want to try it again. I'm like, okay. But she loved everything. And even though she doesn't wear makeup, she said, I put everything on from like foundation, primer, concealer, powder, blush, like everything. And she was like, I feel like I'm not wearing any makeup. It feels so light and breathable. I'm like, that's exactly why I like it. Yes, ma'am, you got it. You got it. Like, the only thing I didn't put on her was contour. But I've contoured the other girl, but they all just, oh, they were so nice. So nice. All of them. We were there till like 10 o'clock just hanging out and playing in makeup. It was so much fun. I have got to do that again. I wish we can get everyone from PLT together and do that. We have got to set up a time where we can all just meet up and just play in makeup and have fun and hair stuff. And I know, Heather, we're going to do another one. They're talking about scheduling a monthly one. So if you would like to come with me, then you are more than welcome. I brought my Magnability stuff, and they loved that stuff too. I'm like, yeah. Yes. Yes. Because, you know, here's the thing. People that won't wear makeup will wear jewelry oftentimes. So, but it was fine. I know it was last minute. I asked you last minute. So it kind of wasn't fair. It wasn't fair to you to not be able to go. I'm sorry. But I did have a lot of fun. We need some real food, though. Next time, I'm going to have to tell them let's order some pizza or something. Because I was starving. Oh my gosh. Because I went straight to work and I didn't eat. Hey, Aldina, how are you? Oh, Heather, I'm so sorry. So we went straight from work, and I had to go grab the kids from the school where they were all locked down. And then I had to come home, wash all my brushes, because you know how I'm OCD about my brushes, and I definitely didn't want to bring any nasty, dirty brushes. So I did that, and then I packed all my stuff, and I went straight there. And then we were there till past 10 o'clock. I literally could have stayed there all night if I didn't have to adult. Totally could have. Because there's another lady there who the gym is right there next to the office, and she was ready to, she wanted, I think, to get her makeup done. I did her some lashes, though.
You're watching Action News Jax right now at 7:26. I'm Norma Lopez. Will there be showers in your neck of
Heather, would people from your church want to do one? Would they do one at your church? I did one at a church.
Our top stories. The body of the JSO officer killed in a crash on 295
Oh, that's so
will be
sad.
moved to a funeral home in Riverside. The motorcade will start at 11 a.m., beginning at Jefferson Street from 8 all the way to Park Street. Action News Jax will be there. We will stream it for you live on actionnewsjax.com.
I'm doing good, Aldina. How are you?
The sailors killed on the USS Star. The May 4th day ship was
I didn't put a necklace on yet because I wanted to see what colors I drew out of my shadow cruise, so I can work around that.
This morning, the second of the final 3 candidates for Duval County's next school superintendent will be interviewed. The meeting is open to the public and all starts at 9 a.m. at the Klein Auditorium at Duval County's public school building on the South Bank. It'll also be streamed on the Duval County Public Schools website. Today, veterans can get free
Spreadsheet
legal
doing it.
counseling.
It's not doing it. Nope.
Legal services. The free consultations are at City Hall starting at 9.
Jesus. Oh, I see. Really? Listen, Aldina, listen. They do that to me all the time. My name is Lois. They call me Louis, Luis, Lucy, Luce, Lois. They call me all kinds of stuff. Hi, Amber. How are you?
Some heavy congestion here on 95 northbound as you pass by the Phillips Highway Avenue's exit. You can see police off to the right shoulder there. Giving that a yellow light.
Hi. You guys make my morning so awesome. So awesome. I told the ladies there last night at the makeup party about the Wet n Wild brushes and how I had to almost fight a lady for them. And I told them about my purple story. Tell me when and where it is. Whatever happened with that the bikers, the convention thing? We never got back with each other about that. Thank you, Aldina. Okay. Sounds good. We don't want anybody jumping in on our job. It's all secret spy stuff, you know what I'm saying? Know what I'm saying, girl? Alright. I'm gonna wait to do blush because I don't know what colors I'm drawing for my shadow cruise yet. So soon as I do that, I'll put on some blush. But in the meantime, let me do some brows. Some brows. Here's all this stuff. Here's all this stuff. Put it all up. My primer. There's so much stuff. It's just crazy. Crazy. Just give it all away. Would anybody take it? I just gave it all away. Don't answer that. I told you not to answer that. You answered it, didn't you? He didn't have a babysitter. Yeah.
Fox 30 Action News Jax report begins with breaking news.
Breaking news on Jacksonville's North Side this morning, where JSO is on the scene of a death investigation. Right now,
Wow. Hi, Tina.
efforts on this dead-end road. Welcome everyone to Action News Jax at 7:30. I'm Phil Hall.
I'm Leticia Barriola. Several officers are on the scene right now. They're putting all their attention in the area off of Old Kings Road in Allendale. Action News Jax Marissa Love-Dawes has been gathering some details on the scene for the last hour and a half. Marissa, just minutes ago, you spoke with a person who works in that paper plant. It's right behind you there.
I did. That was about 5 minutes ago. But let me tell you, in the past 2 minutes, we've seen 2 crime scene unit vans drive right down this street. I'm going to step out of the frame now to show you what we are still seeing. We have no confirmation yet on when the scene will be cleared up. We do see some vehicles down.
I have some like random hairs I need to tweeze.
And gathering evidence, but we decided that
Good morning, girl. How's the weather out there where you're at? Is it raining?
Now, we had seen an assistant state attorney arrive about an hour ago, and when we were on our way here, we actually saw several officers right alongside us to go into this crime scene. Now, we do know that there was an undetermined death on this road. This is the 2900 block of Old Kings Road, and we know that currently traffic is still being diverted. There still is crime scene tape here. There is a JSO vehicle blocking off this area, but this may be wrapping up shortly. And about 5 minutes ago, I did walk over to a paper plant, which is, this road is in the back of a paper plant. It's a pretty desolate.
There's always some kind of like crime, shooting, murder. This is a terrible, terrible place.
Residential area. It's actually a commercial.
Don't ever think about moving to Jacksonville. Move out of it.
This undetermined death, this body that was found here. And I ran a JSO crime map search on the way over here. I learned that there's been 12 incidents of violent crime within a half-mile radius of this area. That employee that I spoke to at the paper plant told me that he was not surprised to learn about this death that was so close to him. Reporting live, Marissa Love-Dawes.
It's sad when people say that they're not surprised that the body was found there. That is crazy. So sad.
Action News Jax alert straight to your phone as it happens overnight, especially. Download the Action News Jax mobile app. Meanwhile, it's starting off pretty nice today, but that could change.
Yeah, just like yesterday, right? Yeah, we have other traffic together for you. Some on the road, but it's still this morning, right?
Yeah, I was driving off of like 8 Parkway up 295. There was a big puddle at the end of the ramp there. So you gotta be careful on some of those side streets.
Yeah, some of those areas that have poor drainage and other areas seeing even a little bit of heavy rain this morning, especially down along
Yeah, we're in Florida.
County.
In Florida.
News Jax first alert.
Where are you at, Aldina?
First things first, dry conditions through Jacksonville, at least for now. But we do have some heavy rain. You can see this line of rain very near to Highway 301 throughout Bradford County, including Starkville. Heavy rain that works its way towards the north and east through the northwestern corner of Clay County, and now it's starting to work its way into Duval County. Cecil, going to see some of that heavy rain by 7:36. We'll see it in Caleb at 7:55. Carolina Recreational Airport there at 8:01, and same for you in White House just a minute after 8 o'clock. Live look outside where you can see partly cloudy skies. It's warm, it's muggy as you head out the door this morning, with temperatures in the low 70s inland, and we have low to mid 70s along our coast. So temperatures are pretty standard across our area, maybe just a few degrees warmer out at the beaches. Today, hour by hour, we'll be in the 70s through 8 o'clock. By noon, though, we jump into the lower 80s with isolated heavy downpours, kind of similar to what we have right now, but the showers and thunderstorms will become more widespread through the afternoon. We'll see a high today of 87 by
I can't talk while I do brows. It's like this stuff dries too fast. Like, focus. Focus.
And we're seeing congestion in the normal spots. This is I-10 at Cassett Avenue, eastbound. Traffic slowing down, heading towards downtown. So we're giving that a yellow light as you make your way towards that direction. We've had, of course, we've been tracking the cave-in on Beach Boulevard right before Hodges. It's in the turn lane right now. We're waiting for DOT crews to get back on the scene. They may block an additional lane there, so be aware of that. They'll probably wait till after the morning rush. Couple of fender benders northbound on 295 here, approaching Furlong Road, one before Furlong, one after Furlong, kind of adding to your slowdowns through that area. Here are your major roads.
Yes, I know.
And it is a stop and go ride as typical as you make your way southbound over Buckland Bridge all the way through Mandarin. That's the very latest from the St. Jack Security Personal Traffic Center. Fish.
Action News Jax is investigating the stretch of road where a JSO officer lost his life. This was along 295 near Alta Drive. The First Look weather team says heavy rain was moving through the Ocean Way area when Officer Lance Whitaker crashed his patrol car on Tuesday.
Oh, you don't want to say anything?
Lance is live along that route in Beth. Florida Highway Patrol says 18 crashes have happened in that stretch of road since the start.
So where are you at? You must not be in the U.S., huh?
And we're actually in Riverside this morning, which is where there will be a procession for Officer Whitaker later this morning. But drivers who are regularly in the area where that crash happened tell us that those crashes typically happen when there's pooling on the side of the road from rain. They say that's when they see cars hide to a plane and that they'd like to see some changes. This time lapse shows the slick road conditions at I-295 and Alta Drive when storms roll through the area. It's the same area where Officer Lance Whitaker was killed in this single vehicle crash Tuesday.
What you can't see, it really hurts.
Drivers who use the road regularly say it becomes a challenging area.
I have got to go through my messages. Some of them I left unread because I want to group them again.
Lance died responding to go help someone else, and that's what he always did. Put other people first. He was there to help others, and he thought of himself.
Yeah, I can. The live chat on my YouTube, Michael, is you can see it. Like when you watch the playback, which is cool. That's a new feature.
This statement reading in part, quote, obeying the speed limit, refraining from distracted driving, and paying
But while I'm live, it comes up and then it disappears whenever you comment. So like if I don't catch it when you say it, it's just gone. If you guys are new and you don't know, I run a double live stream, so I have YouTube and Facebook going. So if you see me talking to people that's not there, that's why. They're over on YouTube.
Leading him to the funeral home. We of course will have live team coverage for you on Action News Jax on 11, and then of course we have all the details for you at actionnewsjax.com. We're live in Riverside this morning. Beth Russo, Fox 30, Action News Jax.
You can count on Action News Jax for team coverage today live on the JSO motorcade for Officer Lance Whitaker.
Okay, girl.
Posted as well to officers will take as they transport Officer Whitaker, and for anyone who wants to pay their respects outside the road. We posted a photo gallery of the officer. It's all on actionnewsjax.com. There were sexual offenders who were required to report where they're living, but they haven't.
The FDLE wants to make sure these two men aren't hiding out in your neighborhood. Our John Lopez is here with today's Predator Alert.
Predator Alert. Let's see who it is.
The FDLE is hoping someone at home can help bring two men to justice. Now, the first I'm showing you is 34-year-old Al Melindo Sharp. He's from Illinois, but was last known to be living in Gainesville. Sharp has been in trouble with the law several times in the past account, but for petty crimes. In 2015, though, he was convicted of molesting a child between 12 and 15 years old. Sharp is about 6'2", 250 pounds, 15 pounds, with tattoos on his arms, a leg, and neck. The next offender we want you to get a good look at is 27-year-old Demencio Antoine Henderson. He's from Philadelphia, but he was last known to be working in construction here in Jacksonville. Now, in 2010, he was convicted of lewd and lascivious battery on a child between 12 and 15 as well.
Good morning, Christine.
460 pounds. He has tattoos on his arms, chest, and right hand. If you know where police can find either man...
Sorry, this stuff is like drying so fast. I'm like trying to get it
Remember, you can't remain anonymous, and you could
done. Okay, I think I'm gonna leave it at that.
grandmother returned her grandson in for allegedly kidnapping his girlfriend is now defending him. With her told me that he's
Okay.
arrested in
That stuff is like smudge proof, waterproof, It's not going anywhere. Those ladies were tripping out last night whenever I was doing my, like I was talking to them about eyebrows, and I went and I like rubbed my eyebrows, and like they're not going anywhere, so we're good. They're like, I want to try that stuff too. Aw, thank you, Christine. I was reading Amanda. Okay, so next, I think I want to go ahead and pull my shadow colors. Let me put some eyeshadow primer on first. Eyeshadow primer. Where is my eyeshadow primer? Maybe I didn't put it up. Oh, it's right there. Use this one today.
This morning, we're hearing the 911 calls on a domestic violence incident involving a PGA Tour golfer.
Uh-oh.
Wife of Lucas Glover was arrested Saturday night in St. Johns County. Reports show Krista called her husband a loser after he played poorly at the Players' Championship.
What?
And when his mother tried to intervene, Glover reportedly attacked her. But Krista gave a different story on a 911 call.
I've been attacked by my mother-in-law. She locked herself into the room and attacked us.
She was standing on my mother, which is not the case at all. My wife was going crazy. Glover faces a May 31st court date on misdemeanor charges of domestic violence, battery, and resisting arrest. We're working on much more for you.
Wow, that's crazy. Oh, Aldina, listen. We all had to start somewhere, and I still am learning too. But if you practice and just learn, you know, the different like textures and techniques, that's literally that's all you have to do is practice. It's not really, you know, what may work for one person might not work for another. So when you're trying to learn a new technique, like say you want to do a cut crease, you want to learn how to do one of those, my suggestion would be to watch like 10 different videos, more if you have time. You know, it's all about having the time. Watch way more than one video, because when you watch just one video, you don't really get to learn more than one technique on something. So what might work for you might not, or work for one person might not work for you. You may have to try a new way. And that's how I learned a lot of things. I just watched a whole bunch of different videos and then applied it, you know, to see which one would work best. And that's how I ended up learning the stuff I did. I'm still learning. I learn something new every day. Every day. So this is just a lip moisturizer because I'm going to be wearing a matte liquid lippy today. Oh, I'd stick my finger in it, but my fingernail, it would get stuck under my fingernail. And I hate that.
Summer travel coming up, and TSA is making preparations.
The necessary initiatives taking place today by TSA with timely summer travel deadlines ahead. Reunited, and it feels so good. The homecoming does drop a soldier with dog.
Aww, so sweet. Okay. Let's pull our shadows, our eyeshadows. Oh, hold on. Let me do my banana powder. My banana powder. Let's see. I usually do this before my brows so I don't get it in there, but I forgot. I need to tweeze a couple hairs. Got some randoms in there. Ain't enough hours in a day to do everything we need to do. So this just kind of gives you, yeah, check it out. This kind of gives you that, you know, it just brightens right under your eyebrow area. So it kind of like makes it look like you have that just waxed look. It felt so good to do, like, teach people, because, you know, a lot of times I talk about subjects and stuff in my videos. It felt good to just sit down and just teach. It's so good. And they were so amazed at some of the tricks that I taught them last night. They were so impressed. Made me feel so cool. Like I still got it. So just take a little bit of that and a little bit of this and a little bit of that and a little bit of this. Sharpen it up just a little bit. Voila. Voila. Tis done. Yeah, it was a makeup party. It wasn't anything I did publicly. It was like somebody threw a party. I came in with like the main guest to. I did a makeover on 2 people. It was fun. We didn't do anything live though. All right, let me go ahead and pull the colors out. Let's see here. My jar. Listen, this thing was supposed to be going down, and look how full it is. Look how full it is. Can you believe it? It's crazy. Sophia knocked them out of the jar. She like knocked it over. I was like, oh. All right, let's see. So yeah, there's like random. There might be like random lint in there and stuff. You know, when you drop something, you pick up stuff off the carpet. Okay, the Hollywood palette. Hollywood. I need to redo these eyeshadows. I just redid these eyeshadows and I don't like how I did them. Oh, it's right here. I'm like, where did it go? I don't know if I'll pull 4 today. It just depends on what I end up pulling, so we'll see. If I'm happy, I'll stop, but I might pull up to 4. We'll see. Row 3, color 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, the color Antique, so it's a good matte shade. So it looks like that. It's like brown. Okay, okay. Give me some color. Y'all know I don't like to do those. Oh, another pink one. Okay. I don't like to do those natural looks. We don't like natural looks around here. Okay. I hate this palette. The Flowerful palette. Probably one of these. Hold on. Okay. That one. Yes. No. This is not it.
We need to answer that hatred with love and say that we do not tolerate that kind of bigotry in Georgia. That's not what Georgia is about.
See, I had the way I had them before. At least I could find what I was looking for. This is just not. Scott Peterson, is that guy still around? Didn't he murder his wife? Why is he still? Seriously? Okay. Found it. Alright, so this palette, this is Drew Barrymore's line. Row 2, color 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Another brown. I don't like where this is going. Okay. Let's pull another one. Where'd my jar go? Lose my brain if it was on. Let's put it up here. The wrong jar. Alright. Alright, let's see. Come on, come on. I feel like Wheel of Fortune. Give me big money. Give me the Tokidoki palette. This is one from Hot Topic. Okay. I haven't used this palette yet, I think. Why not? Look how fun that is, right? Okay, the color Biscotti. Another brown? Get out of here. Listen, you can't make this stuff up. So far, we have 3 browns. We're gonna pull one more. If I pull another brown, I'm gonna be so mad. I'm just gonna throw this whole jar away. Why would they be all browns? Come on, man. Okay, so this is my big silver box case. I think I'm gonna give this box away to somebody. I don't really like it as much as I thought I would. Box 1, so it's this side. row 5 color one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we have like this really pretty aqua blue. That's what we're going to be using as the color for today. And it looks like that. Like a really pretty icy aqua blue. It doesn't seem to have a whole lot of pigment, but we're going to make it work because that's all we got. What time is it? Because I got to take the girls to school in a little bit. So I'm going to have to do that and then come back. And you guys are welcome to stay. I'll leave the video running. And I will come back and just finish up my look. She's got the look. Alright. Good morning, Vanessa. How are you? Alright, I'm just going to use this.
Mid-80s each day over the weekend with, again, scattered showers and thunderstorms. So if you're making some outdoor plans for the weekend, try to do it earlier in the day so that you can then bring it inside during the afternoon as the storms develop. We'll also see scattered showers and storms each day.
That's not good. Saturday and Sunday, we're supposed to have our kids' birthday party on Saturday, and we're supposed to go out to the beach, so they're talking about it storming. That's not helpful at all.
Chafee Road and just starting to rain here, so roadways going to get slick in this area, so be prepared for that if you're heading out in the next little bit. Watch out for the rain showers that are coming down. Here you see a first look Doppler HD information over the roadways. So Norman Boulevard, which is 228, Chafee Road, State Road 23, New World Avenue, all affected all the way down 23 into
All right, so I have, where's my magnabilities go? I'm gonna put it up. Yes, I did. Okay. I was a good monkey and I put it up. Okay. I know it did stop for a little bit and then it picked back up, and this, man, that stuff just makes me want to sleep. Like, I just want to sleep. I was so tired last night. I was just like, I'm gonna throw all this stuff in the bag and just go. I'm so tired. Like, I don't even want to play with my stuff. I had so much fun though. I totally would do it all again. All again. Right, let me see. I gotta look at my inserts. So that's cool. I think because of the aqua blue, I want to use this aqua blue chain with what did I do with my leaf one? I worked yesterday. I need to get my leaf charm. I think I'm hanging up in the bathroom. Oh, I need to change my white shirt now because I just got this eyeshadows all over my shirt. Alright, I'm gonna put my necklace on, but I gotta go grab my insert, my charm. I'll be right back. I have a mess on my bed.
What's the buzz, expert? Wow, you are out of date. Time to replace your cover, man. Right now at Air Engineers, experts get a furnace for $999.
Alright. They had so much fun playing with these things. It's so fun. Listen, all I do is when I go to these parties, I like lay the jewelry out on the table, and I'm just like, feel free to touch what you want. And they just have so much fun, like taking the inserts in and out. It is a lot of fun. That's kind of how I got hooked. Because I ended up getting one, and then I was like, oh, I need more inserts. And it was like a lot of fun. So you just get it, and I like that they're all adjustable. So you get it, hey Nicole, so you just take it and you put your charm on, and then you can put whatever insert to match your outfit or whatever, like right in there, and it's like bam, done, easy. And I like that the charms are so easy to take off and put on. You don't have to like slide them down your chain or anything and then put it on and think, oh man, I put it on backwards, because that's annoying too. So I like that the charms are so easy to, or the pendants are easy to put on. It's fun. And they just sat there and was like swapping them out. They were playing with the badge reel. I love it. I love watching people do it. And I'm just like, it's fun, isn't it? Oh my gosh, which color to use first? All right, let me just swatch and see what the difference is between these. All right, so I think I'm going to use, what color was that? Was it this one? I have them mixed up. Is it Biscotti? That's lighter. Biscotti is lighter, so I'm going to use Biscotti out of my Tokidoki palette. This palette is so cute. Let me just show you, okay? So I got this from Hot Topic. It's long, okay? Come on, focus. Okay. It shows you the colors on the back. I do want their Avengers palette. I'm going to go back and get it because they were sold out every time I went. But these are the colors. Now, they're not super pigmented. It's just that I love the packaging. I feel like they put a lot of thought into the packaging, which is super cute. Now, let's just... Yeah, actually, I just did I pulled the colors, Vanessa, for my Shadow Cruise. You probably haven't seen me do a shadow cruise. It's where you pull the colors at random. I have all my eyeshadows that I own. I have them a lot. I wrote them on paper and I put them in a jar. And I pull out random ones, and that's the one I have to use them in my look. So today I pulled out 3 browns and an aqua blue about that color. So that's what I'm using. But I love the packaging. And even the brush has... how cute is that? I mean, I don't think the brush is really that great, but I mean, I like the print. And so, I know I don't watch Tokidoki, but I mean, it was a palette they had there, and I was like, it's super cute. I want to buy it. So I don't think you have to be a fan to buy them, okay? Because I know some people get so offended when you like review something or you use something and you don't pronounce the stuff right, or like, I'm like, I don't watch the show. I don't know. Don't hate me, okay? Alright, so I'm going to use the color Biscotti out of this Tokidoki palette as transition. This is one of the colors I drew out of here. I should have put my under eye primer on and I forgot already.
And right now we're on top of breaking news where JSO is conducting a death investigation in Northwest Jacksonville. Next at 8 o'clock, what will learn as this investigation continues?
Hey, you got me from the Jacksonville Jaguars. We support our local veterans by helping Action News Jax pay off more than $1 million in medical debt. Here's how you can help.
Go to our website, Action News Jax. Medical debt fair. Every dollar you donate means about
I actually had somebody so mad. I don't watch the show Supernatural, but I have 2 Supernatural palettes, and I didn't pronounce Crowley. Y'all are gonna ding me for that. I didn't pronounce Crowley right, and I guess they were so mad and said I insulted the character and stuff. I'm like, it's spelled like crow, CROWLEY. But you never know, you know what I'm saying? It could go either way. But I bought it because I thought the palette looked really cool. I didn't buy it because I was an uber fan of the show, you know? And they totally were hating me in the comment section of my video on YouTube. I'm just like, ooh, you must be like an uber fan. You go, girl. I even said in the video, like, I don't watch the show, so I'm not 100% sure who these characters are. I didn't understand why Lucifer was, like, the color for Lucifer was white. I thought it should have been, like, red or black, and then they explained, which made sense. I'm like, oh, okay, Lucifer's an angel. Well, that makes sense. But, you know, it's just funny because when because I'm kind of like that with Game of Thrones. I'm an uber fan of Game of Thrones. So, like, if people talk about it and I'm like, what do you mean you don't know? Like, you know, I get like that too. So I understand. I really do. I think it's just hilarious though, because when you meet an uber fan, it's just like, dang, I didn't mean to insult you. Yeah. Even some of my friends are like, Lois, you have to start watching Supernatural, okay? Okay. I've been promising I'd do it, and then I didn't. You know, and I'm not gonna lie. Like, I was stealing Netflix. My sister, she paid for it, and I was like using her account. She said I could. I created my own account on her account, and I went to start binge watching it, and I guess she had closed her account, or I don't know. So I can't watch it now because for some reason on Xfinity on demand, Actually, I probably could download what network is Supernatural on? I could download the network and watch it on my phone because I have what's that palette? Okay, I have Xfinity, so I have the network, but Xfinity on demand, even on their to-go app, you can only go back so many shows for some reason. Like they hide some of them. I don't know why, it's so dumb. But if you download the networks app, I probably can watch it. There's at CW.
Taking a live look at the scene right now. It's happening in the Allendale neighborhood on Old Kings Road this morning. Thanks for joining us, everyone. In Action News Jax at 8, I'm Philip.
I'm Letitia Ferriola. Let's get you right to this with our Action News Jax, Brissa Logdosh. She's at the scene right now. And Brissa, now that the sun's up, several people have come up to the scene. They're asking you what's going on, right?
That is so sad.
We've been on the scene now for over 2 hours, and we've seen at least 10 vehicles go down this road as traffic is still being diverted here.
Okay. What time is it?
People who've stopped to ask us what is going on, and when we tell them an undetermined death.
All right, I'm gonna go take the girls to school. It won't take me but 10 minutes, and I'll be back. You guys can chat amongst yourselves or don't. I don't care. Whatever you want to do, just do whatever you want. I'm not gonna start a new video. I always say that. I'm not gonna start a new one because I don't want to have to start like share a new video. Yeah. Thank you, Vanessa. You guys are awesome. You guys are like on it, girl. I'll be right back. Okay. Entertain yourself. I have no sleeping baby today. She's over at mom. She stayed the night, so I'll be back.
This is in the back of a paper plant.
Are you guys ready?
I was there earlier and spoke with an employee there who tells me that he's not surprised to learn about this. This is a pretty desolate road that we're seeing here. Now, on the ride over here, I ran a JSO crime map search and I learned that there's been 12 incidents of violent crime in this area. And we are still here working to find out more about the cause of this undetermined death, as well as how long traffic will be diverted for. When we get that information, I will update it on my Twitter feed as Brissa A. and Jax. We will also update it on the Action News Jax mobile app. Reporting live for us, it is for 7 City Action News.
This morning, so pretty cool right now, like not a lot happening, but it's coming. Yeah, we have some heavy rain just about to make its way over the West Beltway here in Jacksonville. So some heavy rain on the way, and we've already had it through northwestern Clay County and down into Bradford County along the highway. It's not terribly widespread, the rain here on radar, but when you zoom in, it is heavy. You've got that
right here, well off into the woods, and then the police and rescue units all along the shoulder here. So we're giving this a yellow light. This is 95 northbound, just past State Road 16. Serious injuries reported there, so that is definitely a yellow light ride. It's going to slow you down, even though right now they don't have any travel lanes blocked. Again, this is northbound at mile marker 319 just past State Road 16. Again, a car off into the woods, serious injuries. We're making calls on that, as well as a serious crash reported in Nassau County on 95 northbound, right past the Yulee exit there. We're hearing this is possibly a fatality crash. Again, we're making calls on this one as well. There's already causing heavy delays here at that intersection of 17 or 95 and State Road 200 there in the Yulee area. We'll get some more details on these crashes, but expect a slow ride in that area. That's your update from the Safe Jet Security Personal Travel Center.
In a few hours, JSO will have a motorcycle escort for the police officer killed on I-295 when his patrol car slid off the road.
We told you Tuesday when Officer Lance Whitaker was killed when apparently his car hydroplaned on those wet roads and crashed. As Action News Jack Spector said before, patrol cars and fire engines will be lining the procession route. But JSO says there's a specific location the community should gather.
Just a few blocks down this road is the funeral home, which is the end point of this morning's procession. But JSO is asking the public to line up right here along Riverside Avenue. They tell us that that is the safest place for the community to pay their respects to Officer Whitaker.
He was just a great guy to work with. He was a great partner to have on the street.
Commander Tiffany Layson says she spent 2 years working right beside Officer Lance Whitaker, who started his career with the Atlantic Beach Police Department in 1999.
Had a huge heart and was in this job to really help people.
The 48-year-old was headed to help someone Tuesday when he was killed in this single-car crash at I-295 and Alta Drive. He leaves behind a 14-year-old son.
Lance died responding to go help someone else, and that's what he always did. He put other people first. He was there to help others, and he thought of himself second.
Layson says that's what she'll remember about the man who wasn't just a former co-worker, but a good friend.
He's just a really good person to have to lose.
We will have team coverage of this morning's procession. At 11 o'clock. In the meantime, we're taking a look at the dangers in that section of road where Officer Whitaker was killed. All of that coming up on Action News Jax at 8:30. Reporting this morning, Beth Russo, Fox 30 Action News Jax.
Count on Action News Jax for team coverage today when Officer Lance Whitaker's body is moved. Plus, we posted the route officer that they will take there to transport the body for anyone who wants to pay their respects and watch that go along. We've also posted a photo gallery of Officer Whitaker. It's all on ActionNewsJax.com.
Covering Putnam County now, 3 students are facing felony charges for allegedly trading threats over social media. Deputies say 12 and 13-year-old boys threatened another student on Snapchat. Then investigators say the victim's 13-year-old sister got involved, threatening to, quote, murder the boys. All 3 students were arrested. Michigan State University will pay survivors of Dr. Larry Nassar millions of dollars after settling lawsuits against the university.
This comes after Nassar was convicted in January for sexual abuse with USA Gymnastics and Michigan State University members. Action News Jax's Don Lopez joins us now. Don, Nassar will spend the rest of his life in prison. He will, Letitia, and the settlement was announced Wednesday between lawyers for the university and Nassar's victims. The former USA Gymnastics team doctor will spend the rest of his life, as we mentioned, in prison for sexual assaults on young gymnasts, including 7 women and girls at his office at the MSU campus. Now, according to attorneys representing 332 women and girls, the university will pay out $425 million to them in this current lawsuit.
Hopefully a step in the right direction so the community can, make progress and brighter days are hopefully ahead.
The settlement only applies to Michigan State University and MSU individuals who were sued. Now, according to the lawyers, it doesn't address claims against USA Gymnastics, the USA Olympic Committee, and others. In Nassau County, the main police say is a person of interest in the disappearance of Jolene Cummings is facing charges unrelated to her disappearance right now. Action News Jax dug into Jason G's criminal history. He's been arrested 5 times in Duval County for battery and fighting. G's neighbors say they frequently notice commotion at his home, but never anything serious.
Makes you want to keep your eyes open and just maybe pay a little more attention.
G is being held without bond. His next court date for the charges unrelated to the disappearance is in June. A co-pilot was sucked halfway out of an aircraft cockpit when its windshield there, it shattered mid-flight. Now, the captain told officials the aircraft was cruising mid-flight when the windshield suddenly landing that was headed to Tibet. The co-pilot suffered scratches in his framed wrist, but that's it.
He's recovered. A professor at UNF is set to leave that school because of an international investigation. Revealed he asked for and received improper reimbursements for 5 years. Action News Jax received the documents Wednesday. It shows another university tipped off the UNF school about chemistry professor Christos Lampopoulos suspended. An audit found he'd inappropriately received $3,500. The school agreed he must repay those funds. He agreed to leave UNF at the end of May 2019.
Meghan Markle has confirmed that her father, Thomas Markle, will not be attending her wedding to Prince Harry on Saturday. Her comments come after days of confusion over whether he would attend and after reports that he underwent heart surgery.
Starbucks has plans to build nearly 3,000 new stores in mainland China. That new campaign, the world's second largest economy, will leave China with approximately 6,000 shops before the end of 2022. The building plan calls for 600 new Starbucks to open annually over the next 4 years. Currently, Shanghai is home to the largest Starbucks in the world.
A huge milestone has been hit for a local program designed to keep Duval County students on the path to graduation. 2 of their kids are the first in their families to go to college. Cynthia Haynes and Angel Gray are graduating from Andrew Jackson High School on May 30th, an accomplishment they say they didn't think would have been possible without communities and schools.
I love the impact we have on students, trying to help them eliminate any academic barriers or any barriers to succeeding.
This spring, 93% of the seniors in the program will walk across the stage. Haynes will be attending FSU, where she'll study radiology. Ray will begin her journey at FSCJ to study business administration.
This morning, they're tracking some heavy rain on the west side of Jacksonville. West Beltway seeing that heavy rain right now, as well as out along I-10. So allow a little extra travel time in those areas. Otherwise, for students still heading off to the bus stop, very warm and muggy, low and mid-70s all across the area. Even if it's not raining in your neighborhood this morning, I would suggest bringing a rain jacket or umbrella, as we are going to have more widespread shower and storm activity through the afternoon. Showers and storms still pretty isolated by noon at 82 degrees. We'll see scattered activity through the afternoon. It will also be a very hot and humid day with a high of 87. I'll time out rain and storms for you coming up in your Action News Jax first alert forecast. Right now, though, it's 8:11. Derek Odom is watching the roads with your Action News Jax first alert traffic.
Man, 2 serious crashes to tell you about. This one looks like it may be clearing up. 95 northbound, right past State Road 16 in St. Johns County. This car over here, right off the roadway into the woods. We had a lot of first responders here, but they have left the scene, so hopefully that means it wasn't as serious as first thought as you make your way northbound through that part of town. So it's just north of State Road 16. The other one is a very serious crash. Just got this confirmed. FHP saying this is a fatality crash. 95 northbound, just past the Yulee exit there. Northbound lanes are blocked. Traffic is being detoured in the area. So expect a slow ride. Traffic is at a standstill northbound in Nassau County. That's your update from the SafeJet Security Personal Traffic Center.
Well, a man dedicating his life to save others makes his final contribution.
The number of donations he gave has helped some children in need. And a local camp is encouraging children to take up an interest in STEM. The partnership between Amazon and Renaissance Jax.
I'm back. I'm not even here. Like, watch this video. How you doing, mate? All right, let's see. Kenny the Catfish is forever going to be your nickname. I'm sorry. I tagged you on that. Yeah. I was invisible. I was putting on my invisible outfit. I'm back now. Okay. So, let's see. What was I doing? Eyes. That's right. Hey, buddy. What are you doing? What are you doing? Oh, my goodness. I swear, I can't say hi to one without the other. You see this one? Say good morning. I know it. I know. I know it. I know you're a sweet boy. Oh, yes, you are. Okay. Okay, you gotta get down. He's so big now. Do you see how big he is? He's huge. All right, you gotta get down. Get down. Mommy has to get done so I can go to work. Okay. Good boy. Go play. Go play. Come on now. No. Get down. Go. Go play. Go get your... No. Go. No. Bad. Bad. Mommy can't play right now. He's trying to get in my lap. He's too big for that now. And Pikachu thinks he's a duck. He's like back there quacking. You hear him? Go to color 6. What was that? That brown. Okay, that was a shimmer. So, what color was this? Tokidoki. Okay, it was done with that one. I know what that one is. Okay. Row 3, color 5. That's the color Antique. That was a little bit darker of a brown. So we'll use that one to deepen the crease a little bit until we're under the eye. Let's see, y'all. If you guys do not use Real Techniques brushes and you need to know, good night, Kenny Catfish. Yeah, so if you guys are looking for some good brushes and you need, like, they sell these everywhere. So the Real Techniques brushes are very nice brushes, just in case you want to know. Like, if you see them and are wondering, you know, should I try them? I completely love them. So if you are just wondering, yes, they are nice brushes. But they are kind of pricey. Wait till they go on sale. They'll always have a sale at some point or another. They'll have a sale. So wait till you can get them on sale so you're not paying as much for them. I mean, in the general aspect, yeah, they're not really expensive if you think about how some people will pay, you know, $20 for one brush, but you can buy a set of Real Techniques ones for $20. So, but I don't always want to pay $20 for 5 brushes. I know that sounds bad. Hey, Donna. Good morning. Did you hear how this lady called her husband a loser? Wow, thanks for the support. Somebody, Glover, one of the PGA golfers, played a bad game and she called him a loser. That's crazy. I know I'm laughing. It's not funny. It's actually quite sad. Can you imagine saying that to your husband? I know that he probably felt bad already, like playing a terrible game. But to call him a loser? Dude, come on. Be nice. That was not nice. Not nice at all. Sorry. Alright, so I'm going to use that color Antique. We're going to go right in the crease of the crease. Are you guys digging this bracelet? This whole set of bracelets came in one pack. I love bracelets so much.
His grandmother told 911 that he had brought Courtney Leno to her home, and she appeared to be there out of her own will.
I looked her right in the face and said, Courtney, to be honest with me, were you first?
Doris, good morning. Doris, are you moving? You're not leaving, right? I heard you were moving. Is that true? You're not allowed to move, if that's true. I'm boycotting you from moving. It's not happening. You're not allowed. You're not allowed. Hi, Nadine. Thank you, Christine, for welcoming me back. How are you, Nadine?
It's 8:18. An Australian man who dedicated his life to saving children by donating his blood has given his final contribution. Nicknamed the man with the green arm, James Harrison has donated blood 1,173 times over the past few decades. His blood contains a vital ingredient called anti-D, which is typically administered to mothers whose blood may pose a threat to their unborn child.
Wow.
Amazing. The 81-year-old is credited for saving, get this, over 2.4 million babies.
Wow, that dude saved 2.4 million babies. That is amazing. Who can say that? Like, who can say that? That is awesome. I don't know if you guys can hear my news, but I love hearing stories like that. I love it, love it, love it. It's crazy. Like, can you imagine getting the news that your blood is like... I know, Nadine, I feel like you haven't been here. Yes, I love like my little group of ladies in the morning. They really start my morning off good. I'm kind of selfish in that way, like, like, yeah, I kind of do it because you guys are like, I feel like you're part of my morning. You're part of my morning family. You guys put me in a good mood. Normally, you put me in a good mood. You have your exceptions, but you know, all in all, it's usually pretty good. You gotta love them all, regardless. Regardless.
And we now have some wet roads on the West Beltway here through Duval County. A closer look at live action news Jax first with our Duval HD. You have heavy rain south of I-10 in western Duval, crossing over I-10 where it meets 295.
I'm just gonna take and smudge out that line. I feel like that line right there was. Let me bring you guys in just a little bit. Tell me if you feel like I'm like invading your privacy here. But I'm just gonna bring you in a little bit. I'm gonna smudge out this line just a little bit, and then that way it's not so blunt.
San Mateo Elementary School and surrounding neighborhoods by 825. Pecan Park at 832 and Dunn Creek.
And then, all right, that little brush is all right. That little brush from Ipsy. I like the little rhinestones on the front. How pretty is that? That one's got a pink and blue to match the bristles on the top. It's kind of cute. All right, so then I have this flowerful palette, another brown. I know, it's like all browns, right? What color was that? Row 2, color 6. So it's this shimmery. It's like it's got a little bit of shimmer to it. So I'm just gonna put that right about right here. What are you doing? Get out of my trash can. There's nothing in there you can eat. What have you got? What is that? Somebody's candy wrapping? Did you dig that out my garbage can? Oh, he eats everything. And he's starting to realize how big he is. So he can get up on things and look for stuff. So he's a trip. You have to watch him. I was cleaning a house the other day, and they have really big dogs, and it was funny because they said that the wife she made herself, she was so hungry, she made a sandwich when she got off of work, and she left it on the kitchen counter, and when she came back, the dog had got it. And then put their paws up there and just ate her whole sandwich. She was so upset. Because, see, they had 2 dogs, and one of them is like 6 years old, and he knows better, but the other one's only like not even a year old. And they're both huge. They're really big dogs. I forgot what kind of dogs they say they are, but they're really big. And hi Karen, good morning. And she said she forgot because the older dog knows better. He's trained, But since she's still a puppy, all she knows is she smelled food, and it was so readily available up there on the counter. She helped herself. It was hilarious. I can't say that hasn't happened to me before. Not on the counter, but I mean, you know what I'm saying? There was one time I was sitting there talking to Sophia, and she was eating something that was in her hand, and she wasn't paying attention. She was just holding it there, and the dog ate it right out of her hand. She was so mad. Oh goodness. Alright, so it's not a lot of brown shimmer. It's just a little. I didn't really care to use all these browns. That's just what I got in my Shadow Cruise. Alright, so I do really like this pretty aqua color. So I'm going to use some rose water, and we're going to amplify it because I know that these eyeshadows are not very pigmented in this palette I'm about to use. I love pink. Me too. Pink is my favorite color, so you can't. I'll argue with somebody about pink because I like it so much. You can't tell me pink's not a pretty color. Don't you dare talk about pink that way. Okay. Pink looks good on you too because you have fair skin. It just really makes you look so soft and pretty. Okay, this brush isn't gonna cut it. I need a smaller one. Well, I need a smaller brush. Size of lions. Oops. Holy cow. Andrea, I didn't see you sneak in here. Yeah, I'm not allergic or anything, but sometimes when there's a lot of fur, I'll feel like my nose gets irritated a little bit. I mean, it's not enough to make me complain, but I love animals so much. Honestly, I wouldn't even care. I'll go in there and I pet everybody's animals when I work at their house. First thing I usually do is look for them. I come in there and like, come here, because a lot of times they're not even home. But I'll go in there and I'll greet the dogs like they were the homeowners. Like, hey, how you been today? I've been down there and play with them. Oh no, your dog took a T-bone? Oh my gosh! It locked up on Nadine's over there. Maybe you have to restart your app.
This morning, the Navy will honor the sailors killed on board the USS Stark. The Mayport-based ship was hit by missiles from an Iraqi jet 31 years ago today. 37 sailors were killed. Remember, ceremony starts at 9. This morning, the second of the final 3 candidates for Duval County School Superintendent will be interviewed. The meeting is open to the public. It starts at 9 at the Klein Auditorium at Duval County Public Schools building.
I'm like, I need to go a little further across.
You have some breaking news on your morning commute as you make your way through Nassau County. This is rain on the West Beltway. That's going to slow you down. The breaking news is 95 shut down here in the Yulee area at State Road 200 there. A box truck and a semi collided, so you will be detoured from 200 up to 17, and then you'll make your way back onto 95 there. Again, this is
these eyeshadows are. This one is not very pigmented, so I like really have to play with it.
That's the latest from the Safe Jet Security versus the Traffic Center. Ariel?
Birds, I can't do birds. I like to look at them, but I just can't. I'm afraid they'll bite me. I used to want a cockatoo so bad. So bad, but I have heard so many horror stories. I mean, I guess you hear that about every kind of animal. There's a horror story for every animal. Yes, sir. Stay home, baby. I don't want you to go to school and get everybody else sick or be miserable. Did you eat? Eat something, okay? It might make you feel better. Even if it's like soup or something, at least just get a little something on your stomach. Make sure you're drinking. I have a sister-in-law who's got birds, and they're beautiful. Oh my gosh, they're beautiful. I just can't though. I can't do birds. They scare me. Their beaks. I feel like at least with dogs, you can kind of tell when they're happy because they have tails they wag. You know, you can kind of see the telltale signs of whether they like you or not. When it comes to a bird, I guess I just haven't studied them long enough to know when they're accepting of you or not. I have been attacked by squirrels. I'm going to the house today and they have a squirrel. And this squirrel hates me. I heard it hates everybody though, so it's not just me. But it hates everybody except for the mom. I call mom. She's the human mom. He doesn't like the dad. He's bitten him before. I bet he probably felt like choking him out. Like choke him out. Oh my gosh, I couldn't. Ugh. No, thank you. So it is looking pretty. It looks so much better on the other camera, but you can't see the color as good. I wonder if I change the filter, you can see it better, because sometimes you can get a filter. I don't like any of these filters. There was a filter that makes it look a little more vibrant. Let's see if I can find it. This one. No. Oh, come on. Is it going to mess up now? No. Okay. I'll do it with your filter because it still looks terrible. I tried. The kids too. Yeah, I know. The kids are worse. Hey, I had went somewhere fun for lunch one time and had half eaten, I guess it was like a steak and baked potato and some other stuff. And I took it home, of course. And I was like gonna eat it when I came home the next day from work. And when I came home, my white box was gone. They'd already eaten it. The kids did. You can't leave them alone for too long. They'll eat the walls if you don't tell them not to.
Make your next special moment perfect with Kim Flowers. Arranged locally and delivered to your door. Order online or come enjoy the beautiful scents in our showroom. Kim Flowers, creating memories since 1947.
Fox 30 Action News Jax this morning.
I really, really, really like this blue. I just wish it was more pigmented. I feel like I'm working really hard to get it to do what I need it to do. I may give this palette away.
Yeah, it's been a busy few days on the roadways right now, and this is part of the reason why the rain that's coming through. This is 95 and Pecan Park Road. The breaking news is a little bit north of here.
All right, that's all I'm gonna get out of this thing because it is making me work hard, girl, hard. All right.
About 30 minutes ago, so just north of the Yulee Callahan exit there, you will be detoured on the State Road 200 because of this crash, and traffic's going to have to make your way up Route 17 to head northbound to get back onto I-95. With it being a deadly crash, they will be investigating this for a while, so it will be closed. So FHP is advising.
Good morning, Francis.
You have to head that way. If you're leaving Jacksonville, you can just go all the way up 17 and avoid 95.
They act like toddlers. They are the cutest toddlers I've ever seen.
Otherwise, your normal travel times are getting better. Conditions are getting wet out there, so make sure you slow it down.
They're actually quite big for cats, that, as far as I could tell.
Yeah, we do now have some wet conditions on the west beltway here. Live look at Action News Jax first alert Doppler HD. Heavy rain right here where I-10 meets 295, and that extends towards the west and southwest here through Duval County. It also extends towards the north and east, and you can see how the
Did that really just leave that spot? I need a better spray bottle. I need to dump that into a better sprayer. It looks like it just literally left like a...
Some heavy rain for you. This is a live look again from one of our DOT cameras, 295 and Pecan Park, where you can certainly see the wet roads. Just slow it down and allow plenty of stopping space between you and the car.
Let me see what highlighter I'm going to use today. Actually, I should probably use a blue one because I'm wearing like aqua blue. Such a mess behind me. God, clean it up. Alright, I'm going to use the blue out of this one we got from BoxyCharm. BoxyCharm!
In the last 10 minutes, the road reopened in the area where JSO was investigating a death.
We're talking about the area in Allendale. This is near Old Kings Road. First of all, Josh joins us live, and we're saying we've seen officers now leave that spot.
Yes, in the past 10 minutes, we saw them leave.
Come
Now,
on,
they are
come
standing
through.
right where
It's
they
coming
were
through.
investigating, and I'm going to tell you, we are seeing some blood in his
He pinched his butt. Aww.
This is a pretty desolate road. In the back of me, you can see that there are railroad tracks, and then on the other side, there are
Let me see
woods. Now,
something.
behind these woods,
I feel like it goes on better if you rub it with your finger.
this is a pretty desolate
And
road.
then
We're
rub
not
it
seeing
in.
any street lights or
And you just have to keep building. You can tell I've really dug into that blue.
exactly where we are. It is the road on St. Clair Street, and it is off of Old Kings Road. Now, we have been here all
Liam
morning
is
as we
just
conducted this investigation.
stubborn.
I'll show you videos
He's
from
stubborn,
the
that's
right.
all.
You can see that
That's
the street was
all.
blocked as they were right here where we are standing right now. They were
Ooh,
here conducting
it's
this
way
investigation.
too
They found
shiny.
around 2:30 in the morning that there was an undetermined death in this area, and we saw multiple crime scene vans here.
You see all that dust flying everywhere.
Responding to the investigation.
Alright. Almost done. Almost
To
done.
work with JSO to learn the cause of his death, and now we know that traffic
Gel liner. Yes,
no
my
longer
gel
being
liner.
diverted in this area, so drivers can now travel down this road. And when we get more information, we will update that on the Action News Jax mobile app. We're running live. First of all, Dallas Students 47 630 Action News Jax.
Action News Jax. You can take us anywhere. Just download the app. It's free in the App Store. Action News Jax is investigating a section of I-295 where a JSO officer lost his life. The First World Weather Team says heavy rain was moving through the Ocean Way area when Officer Lance Whitaker's patrol car crashed Tuesday. Action News Jax reporter breaks down the concerns of area drivers.
Poor Liam. Why you lying on Liam like that? Andrea, better stop picking on my kitty. Better stop picking on my kitty. What's wrong with you, girl? Lying on Liam like that. You ought to be ashamed. Ashamed. Poor Liam. Liam, Auntie Lois is gonna come get you, buddy. Don't worry. You can come be bad at my house. I don't know why your mama's picking on you like that, buddy. Where is my brush? Might be. Yeah, it is. Okay, this is the brush that came with that inked gel liner. The Pretty Vulgar one. I love this little pot. It is so pretty.
They sent us this statement reading it, or quote, obeying the speed limit, refraining from distracted driving, and paying attention to other drivers on the roadway is necessary. Road is safe. What we're showing you right now is Riverside Avenue. JSO is inviting the public to come out and pay their respects to Officer Whitaker as an escort takes him to the funeral home this morning at 11 o'clock. We're going to have team coverage for you on air, and of course, all the details are at actionnewsjax.com. Reporting in Riverside this morning, Beth Russo, Fox 3 Action News Jax.
Stay with Action News Jax as Officer Whitaker's procession moves along through our city. We will air it live on CBS 47 and Fox 30. We'll also be streaming it beginning at 11. If you can't get to a TV,
Hi, Maggie.
on our mobile app, or you can watch it on our Facebook page. Just search Action News Jax. JSO is responding to questions about why it took more than 2 days to alert the public about this man. They say sexually battered a woman on the south side at an apartment complex at Bay Parkway. Officers say he kicked in the door and held her and her father at gunpoint early Sunday morning, but police didn't get the word out until late Tuesday night. The sheriff's office sent us a statement saying the information was delivered as quickly as possible given the situation.
I don't know if they had leads that they were following before they wanted to decide. However, when you have a violent...
What you doing, Pikachu? No, Pikachu's down here on my leg. His dogs.
As soon as you can. And with this delay in time, you can instruct again in the same complex.
That's from our crime and safety expert who was with JSO for decades. If you know anything about the incident, call police.
Good morning.
On leave this morning, accused in a domestic incident. Police say they responded to a call Sunday morning. Lieutenant Robert Sasser said his wife, who was separated from, was there with another man. After watching body cam video, police issued a warrant for battery and trespassing. He's now on leave without pay until the investigation is over.
That is crazy.
That's what one neighbor described as lightning strike is sounding. They say it appeared like it literally exploded onto someone else's roof. Actually, surveillance video from yesterday out of Daytona.
Oh, wow.
There was smoke immediately right after that strike. So no one was home at the time.
This morning, we're working
The house got struck by lightning and it was caught on surveillance video. I like watching stuff like that. It's interesting.
on Wednesday. You can see a hole 20 feet deep.
I don't know how many of you guys were around long enough, but my mom, her house was all over the news locally for a while because a crane fell on her house, squished the house. I don't know if you guys remember that. That was back before December.
And we also have pictures from Flamingo Beach. A shelf cloud rolling in over the coast. A viewer sent these pictures to us. right over the beach too. There's dark cloud and shelf cloud. Man, Florida weather is here. Summer weather.
All right, let's take a live look right now at the newly renamed TIAA Bank Field, and it's official. There will be a matchup between Florida State and Boise State. Actually, the Jacks first told you about the game on Monday, but it was just confirmed Wednesday. That game is set for August 31st, 2019. We're working on much more for you ahead. Action News Jacks at 5:45 tonight.
Action News Jacks anchors John Bachman and Tamika Hughes have the details.
I feel like I need to get it a little more rounded.
The no-kill animal shelter.
The former employees tell us hundreds are being put down for the wrong reasons.
What?
They played the game, or they got rid of them. They got rid of a lot of great employees.
Oh my gosh. It is so sad.
How they're doing it without you knowing until now.
It's a no-kill animal shelter. They're putting down a bunch of animals. And if the employees aren't going along with it, they fire them.
The box truck and the tractor trailer smashed up debris all over the roadway there, and of course,
I definitely want to hear that one. That is crazy. Bye, Christine. Thank you. We'll see you later, girl.
Exit there, you're being detoured over to 200, and then you'll make your way up 17 as an alternate route. You can see the delay from the build there on 17 as you make your way up and then get back onto 95.
Maybe we should do an animal rights awareness look or animal abuse ribbon.
Derek, we have some heavy rain along I-10 in western Duval County and also on the West Beltway up towards JIA as well. You're also going to see that heavy rain in northwestern Clark County and down towards Stark in Bradford County, where you had heavy rain for at least the last hour or so. So if you encounter this wet road, kind of take it slow, allow yourself plenty of stopping space. We'll see our temperatures area-wide reach the 70s by 9 o'clock with isolated heavy showers.
Eyes watering.
Even if you've got storms, those showers and storms then become a bit more.
This eyeliner's supposed to be waterproof. But we'll see. LaWanda, you're good. We're still here, girl. We are still here.
Coming up in the Action News Jacks first quick forecast in only 10 minutes. The time now is 8:41. Breaking news just into the Action News Jacks newsroom. JSO has announced they have arrested a man suspected of sexually assaulting a woman on the south side. We will have much
That
more
is
on
so
this coming
sick.
up. We just reported within the last couple minutes here in Action News Jacks.
You have FOMOS, fear of missing out on smoked sausage. But fear not.
Fear of missing out on smoked sausage.
Sandwich is here. With a savory smokehouse flavor, you can put an end to FOMOS.
That's kind of funny.
We got married, having twin boys. But then, one night, the truck didn't stop. But thanks to our forester,
I'm so OCD about my eyeliner.
and that's why I'm always trying to sit with.
I'm still not happy with it.
Get 0% APR financing for 48 months on the 2018.
Get out. He was gonna get in there and get him some food. He saw you doing it. That's hilarious. How cats are funny. Animals are so smart. People don't give them enough credit. They really don't. They really don't. That's hilarious. I love it. Too funny. These are the mascaras I took yesterday. This one's garbage. Oh, thank you, Sherry. I call you Sherry, call you Cherry. I call you all kinds of stuff. You're gonna get mad at me one day and just I ain't watching that Ladies' Lives anymore. She can't even say my name. We're gonna call you Cherry today. He's bad. Aw, not Liam. This is the one I got from Ipsy. This mascara here. So let's try it out. The wand looks crazy. It's not really lengthening my lashes at the moment. I feel like the bristles are kind of all over the place though, like it's making a mess.
But hurry, this event ends soon.
Dunkin's new Cosmic Colada. All-around flavors that are out of this world. And now, any small colada is $2. The universe runs on Dunkin'.
He ran off with his daughter's 16-year-old friend. She calls him dad. His wife speaks out.
Do you believe that their relationship
Amber, hey Amber. Amber, I don't know if you've been here or it's just now telling me you're here. You were here the whole time.
Just into the afternoon's Jack's newsroom, getting some new details. JSO has announced that they've arrested a man suspected of sexually assaulting a woman at a Southside apartment complex. Now, you remember JSO put out this sketch of the suspect earlier this week. JSO says the man got into the gated terrace at Town Center Apartments by going behind a
Amber! Oh my gosh, you're true. Oh my gosh. I love you. You're so funny. Oh, you made my morning.
Krispy Kreme has great news for you donut lovers as well. That Lopez is back, and this time she's talking about some veggie donuts. Hello, veggies and donuts, yeah. A new study finds that a diet first rich in fruit, veggies, nuts, and
Oh. Oh, I'm sorry, Heather. I'm coming. Are you already there? Or not there, but you know what I'm saying.
Krispy Kreme is making an addition to its iconic glazed donuts by enticing your taste buds with this. The donut chain is adding a blueberry twist donut to its menu starting May 21st. And this
No, I have to.
Krispy Kreme also recently partnered.
I pulled the colors out of the jar, so they're like random colors. I do shadow cruises, and I write down all my eyeshadows, and I draw them out randomly. So I pulled 4 colors. I pulled 3 browns and this icy blue that you see right there. Thanks, Francis. I appreciate that. I know. I'm sorry. I can't stay. I have to just drop it off and go. Your thing you got. So, you know what I mean. Sorry. I'm sorry.
They can also meet the requirement by earning certain scores on the SAT, ACT, or the PERT test. But yesterday, the state eliminated PERT and raised the scores needed for the SAT and ACT. The goal is to better prepare
Green tea.
for their careers, but
That sounds good. Thanks, Amber.
No, it's not. It's too hard. Education.
That's a lot of eyeshadows.
And there's just so many kids.
We didn't pray yet. We didn't.
Friends or doing everything else. They're just
You have something that you want to have? You have a prayer request?
Duval School Board was against the proposal saying the change could cause graduation rates to decline between and impact high poverty areas.
So I'm gonna put some lashes on.
$60 or
I'm gonna
more
wear
per
these long
attempt,
ones today.
while PERT costs less than $1 each time.
An Illinois school resource officer being called
Pretty. I love pink. It's my favorite. Pink is my favorite color.
yesterday. The 19-year-old suspect is in police custody.
Yeah.
It is 8:47.
Oh, what?
Has died at Zoo Atlanta.
And who is Amanda?
After a tragic accident, the zoo said it happened after the giraffe got its neck stuck in a metal railing on Monday. 8-year-old Zoo Great, they were in the giraffe farm. When the giraffe, they saw that he had his head sort of wedged in that railing there. The animal care team responded to all of this, but despite their efforts, couldn't save him. Zoo officials said they were doing the video here. Sad day.
National Bike Week now. Action News Jack's first alert chief meteorologist Mike Burrish breaks down all the benefits of not motorcycle but pedal power. Good morning. Hey, it's time to exercise. This week is National Bike Week. In fact, the month of May is National Bike Month. Yeah, I know the weather's not really cooperating right now, but hey, the benefits for your environment, your wallet, your health, they're all great. You know, in 2015, the traffic jam wasted 3 billion gallons of gas, 7 billion hours of time, $960 per commuter was the cost.
Good. I'm glad you guys are doing better.
2013, though, bike commuting rates have gone up.
I called you Amanda. That's what you're talking about. Yes. Sorry, I had to go back and read your comment because it scrolled up and I didn't see what you said. I think I did when I was reading. I did. That's not bad. And I know I didn't write down Amanda. I guess because I close my eyes and I peek. I'm reading my list. Like, you didn't even pray for him. Prayed for Amanda's. Oh.
If you have to travel through Nassau County heading towards Georgia. Otherwise, the travel times are starting to improve. Things are getting much better on the major roadways of Duval County, but conditions are slim. That's the latest from the Safe Check Security Personal Traffic Center, 850.
So we'll close the video out in prayer today. Send everybody out the right way. The right way. So today we have an end of the year party to go to for Achievers for Life, which is a program the United Way does here. So I already know when I get there, I'm going to run into a lot of people I already know. And they partner with the JFC, I believe. They're amazing. You knew it.
Temperatures are very warm. It is muggy out there, low and mid 70s across our area. Right now, 73 degrees in Jacksonville. Hour by hour full today, we are into the upper 70s and low 80s.
And Amber, that's the hard part is that because of the addiction controls people, they're so unpredictable. So a lot of people don't like to deal with them, and it is difficult. It's difficult on the people that want to help them that can't, and it's difficult on the addict. And the only way they can get help is professional help. Vanessa, okay, that's no problem. Get you some rest, girl. I'm so envious of you. This weather makes me want to go back to bed too. If I didn't have to go to work, I totally would. Totally would. Y'all wouldn't even see me right now. I'd be sleeping. Yeah, Cherry. Oh, girl, I can only imagine just the anxiety of thinking of getting something like that done. You definitely need to keep us up to date and let us know how that goes. I'll add you in the prayer. So we have Amanda's dad, Amber's dad, and we have Cherry. Actually, we can just put the whole family down for both of you guys because I'm, you know, and Amber's brother. Oh.
What to watch? Brought to you by Ashley Home Store.
He can do good with his life still though. He just needs to find a purpose. He needs to find a purpose. Maybe he can advocate for people in his position. You know, that's the hardest thing is that knowing your life still has value, even though you've messed up. You know, and a lot of people forget that. You know, everybody's human. They mess up. And you can still be redeemed as long as you're not dead. And I think a lot of times we forget that. You know, we have a harder time forgiving ourselves, you know, when it comes to things that we've done. And, you know, but he's got to make a change. He's got to make a change so he can advocate. He's got to get help, you know.
That's what we do. We fight and work hard every single day for you for the best possible.
I waited too long. I gotta put more glue on.
Herald. We're proud to sponsor closed captioning.
I see. And that's probably because of the drugs. It really is. Because if he got sober, he probably wouldn't feel like that. Let me see what Linda sent me.
The beautiful new spacious shower. Now getting in the nose is a breeze.
Oh,
And we have peace of mind with seamless walls left over.
that made my day, Linda. Thank you.
Thanks to Bathwater, life
Oh, I
is so
love
much
that.
easier with a shower in love.
Exactly. Nadine has a daughter who went through addiction, and she is now going to graduate to be a counselor. Yes, Cherry, you definitely have to let us know. Let us know, girl. We're gonna be waiting on you. You can leave it, and like whenever you go, and let us know how what the doctor says. You can leave it here in the comment section so everybody that asked will see how it went. So you can welcome to do that. I love that you guys like give each other advice and information. That's amazing. I love it. I think once he gets sober, and it can happen, he just needs help. If you guys contact Intervention, the show Intervention, they will help. They will find a way to get him help if you don't have the money, and they will get him into a sober living facility that can help him as well. So contact that show. They'll get in there and help him out. And if the rest of the family needs any help, like counseling, just to learn how to deal with him, they'll help you guys too. Because I watched every episode of that show Intervention. Because we're dealing with my sister-in-law, you know. And it's helped open my eyes to addiction and what they go through, because they're good people. They really are. They just made some bad choices, and because of their addiction, they have to continue making those choices until they get help. And I know it's hard because people without addiction don't realize that. They think, oh, why don't you just quit? Why don't you just quit? It's because it's a chemical imbalance in their body that makes their mind think that, their body tells their mind that they need it. So until they go and get help, and they have to also get not just chemical help, but mental help to teach them how to deal with it day to day, and the cravings, and to deal with those, and how coping mechanisms so you don't resort back to it. So Al-Anon is a really good program for family members of addicts. My husband and I went. Did you hear that? Al-Anon. That's what Nadine says over on YouTube. So check that place out for sure. But yes, I believe that the family plays a huge part, because if the addict goes off to recovery and they come back to the same exact conditions, they won't be able to stay sober. Like, I think everyone's in recovery when there's an addict in recovery, and that's the truth of the matter, is because if they're trying to make a change, and especially if they're showing you that they are, it's our job as the family to support them. Because if we, and I wouldn't say do it until you know for sure that they're trying, because you don't want them taking advantage of you and running off and like taking your money or doing whatever, because that's just wrong, and they'll do it if they're not in recovery, like actively in recovery. And we have to be careful, be very careful, because you could be contributing to their addiction if you are not if they're not in recovery. I hope that makes sense. I'm not sure if I did or not. You have to watch the show to understand what that means, or have done research on it already to know. But basically that's the what's it called when you're an enabler. You're an enabler. Codependent. You're codependent too when you feel like you have to help them. You have to. That's called codependency. So you have to make sure that you're not being an enabler by providing any type of monetary or physical things for them. No place to live. They have to hit rock bottom. Rock bottom. I mean, if that means you're on the streets, I guess like your brother is on the streets, but like you can't give them anything. And that's sad to say, but once they realize that you're not going to help them, that no one's going to help him, that his only option would be to go to rehab to get help. Sometimes that's the only way they'll go. That's amazing, Nadine. That's amazing. And I'm so glad that she has you. Just like I said, just because you have an addiction, it doesn't make you a bad person. It just makes you a person with bad decisions, bad choices. You know, and I hope that makes sense. And I know we all have been affected by it by some way, in some way, shape, or form. Maybe we know someone that's been affected. And it takes a toll on the whole family. And your friends. And my eye is watering and it won't stop. Let me do lips and I can get out of here. I done talked you to death today. I talked you to death today. I think I'm probably done listening to me ramble.
For 5 days, to the extraordinary measures to save him in one elaborate rescue. I'm stuck. A cyclist enters a tunnel, but suddenly this is not a bike ride anymore.
It is. It is. Exactly right, Heather. It is, and it's not a fun one. Not a fun one. Not that any of them are fun, but I'm just saying people with addiction, it is so difficult, and it's an ongoing battle because just because you get help and just because you're sober does not mean that you don't battle, because you do every day. You have to wake up and make the choice every day throughout the day that you're not going to use. Throughout the day. Yeah, you have to counsel them early on. Okay, where is my lip liner? Let's see. It's too red. Oh, poor thing. Alright, I'll use this one. Hey, Linda. I saw your picture.
Okay, Katie. I'm a deep 42 feet.
Once that camera gets down there, the kittens go silent, and they're worried, but they start trying to effect a rescue, and they get a loop, and they start feeding it down. Once they get more of that equipment down there, the kitten starts to claw its way up.
He's trying to bite off.
What you're seeing on that kitten is food that has been thrown in there to give it something to eat, but he's not able to climb very far.
He's climbing. We're trying to lift his head.
Finally, they get the loop down there, then the difficult work trying to get it around the kitty.
Oh, Linda, I'm so sorry.
Pull everything up and start all over again.
Alright, here we go.
There you can see they've got the loop around the cat.
Oh my god, okay. But we have him now, I think.
Now they need to pull the cat up.
I'm stuck.
Right in the middle.
I really feel like this lash is just like...
They move the rope and finally the cat is free.
I have this blue highlighter all over my face. The glitter just kind of like went everywhere. I'm using the same brush that I used, put it on with to like rub it away. That's not smart. There's a lot of glitter in it.
So what's going to happen to it now? He was adopted. Got a new thing. That's his new home.
There are so many ways to enjoy adventure in this life. Bicycle is a pretty easy and cheap way to start. That's what these two fellas are up to. They found a really cool tunnel. It's kind of abandoned too. The grass grows.
So how old is your nephew?
Through this tunnel. He's got his buddy up ahead, and this guy right here suddenly decides to stop. How come?
Because there's a train coming.
Yes, Lawanda. Exactly, girl. Yes, it does. It affects, and that's the thing is, a lot of times the addicts don't realize. Because I have literally heard my sister-in-law say, I'm only hurting myself. No, you're not. You're not.
Don't fail me now. Oh, that was close.
Nick got time, man.
They say totally that they regret their decision to try this. They know it was their stupid decision, dumb idea.
And it kills me that she's pregnant again. I wish her all the best. I do. But
Get back up and pedal a little faster this time.
I just don't know why she has to, I hope this baby, I hope, because she already had 3 children taken from her, and it breaks her heart that they're gone. I know it does, but again, it's the addiction. So I pray that this baby turns her life around and that she has to get clean for the baby. And I hope she stays that way.
And Jenny Lysenchuk. This was back in February. They brought some camera gear along, of course, to capture some of this time-lapse imagery of the Northern Lights. Someday, I'll get there. Someday, I'll get to see it. That is the effects of solar wind.
And we can't afford to take another baby.
He does that a lot more now that he's got the glasses.
Which, again, breaks my heart because we have her other 3, and I don't want to separate siblings, you know what I mean? I hope that makes sense, but
They're following right behind him. He gets to the girl's room to pick up the next clue. Now he's got to go all the way back down behind the couch.
so I don't know how this is going to pan out.
Sends him straight to
The grocery store.
no. Under the rug is the next.
LaWanda, how does that work for people that don't, like in our situation where we have custody of my nieces? So we had them for 6.5 years. She has a 6-month case plan that she has never worked. She's already been back to prison for, she had a DUI, driving on a suspended license. She spent a year there, then got arrested again for drugs and paraphernalia, and stayed another, however long. Somehow she ended up getting it disposed, but they charged her as time served because she spent 5 days in there. I don't know how she got out of that. But the dad's been back to prison for a year for drugs. And now she's pregnant again, but I don't think it's his. I could be wrong because we don't really talk to her. So how would that work with her and the baby? Like, how would they let her keep it? I know she's using. She knows how to pass a drug test. So how, how does that work?
Apparently they've been trying for 2 years. He has a daughter, she has a daughter. This is going to be their very first child together. Gives her a little hug and tells her how much
Okay.
he loves her, but now her daughter.
Okay, Heather.
They also tell the other sister, and I'm sure she is very excited as well.
Julie Reed, who watches on
I love this lipstick.
ABC in Rochester, New York, is the latest winner of an Amazon Echo in the RTM You Shoes giveaway.
And you can win too. All you need is Thursday's buzzword to be at least 21 years old and a legal resident of the U.S. or Canada.
The RTM buzzword is coming up in just a minute.
Stand by, everybody, for the RTM You Choose giveaway.
My roommate was gone for 10 days, so I ate all of his bananas. And then I thought, should I text him? Should I call him? Should I just buy more bananas?
I'm totally messing up my lips.
Has himself a much more interesting idea. Create fake ones out of wood, because this is Bob's Wood Stuff. This is what he does on his YouTube channel, and seeing as his body was away, he had nothing but time on his hands, so he gets to work. Gets some sections of 2x4 about the size of a banana, and then he just literally uses a banana and traces it onto the 2x4.
Well, now the bananas will never go bad.
Right. He uses his bandsaw to kind of cut out a rough outline. He saws it and chisels it down. Uses his drawer knife to start smoothing the edges. He cuts some segments of dowel. He's going to use those for the stems. He drills holes in the top of each.
No, they put her on a case plan. Thank you, Bren. They put her on a case plan to work a 6-month case plan, so she was supposed to have stable housing, not get in trouble again, have a steady job, do her parenting classes, do her drug classes, and have a clean blood test. Not blood test, drug test. And she was in prison at the time, so when she got out, she allegedly was working on that, but didn't. And then she ended up going back to prison after that. Oh, and she wasn't supposed to get in trouble anymore, but she did. She's already been arrested twice since she's gotten out after we got the kids. So she hasn't actively been doing anything. She hasn't the kids don't want to see her anymore. They said that after the falling out we had with her 3 years ago on Mother's Day, so she hasn't seen the kids in over 3 years, and she lives the next street over. So I know she's had abortions before. Sorry, it kind of breaks my heart a little bit. I know she's had abortions before and miscarriages, and to me, I think she's gonna keep this baby because she doesn't have her other 3, like access to the other 3. So this is like her chance to have a kid, I think.
And see why Fritz the dog may actually be on the fritz.
This is not slowed down. Why do dogs do that?
So sad. See, the thing is, Lily, the youngest one that we have, her 3, because we have 3, her youngest one was kept for a week after she was born, and so I know she had something in her system. When you ask her, she lies about it, so I don't know how to get that information, because when I took her to the pediatrician, they were asking me questions. I have to fill out the form when their birth information and all that. Of course, I didn't have any of that because we weren't talking to her because of her extracurricular activities. But she claims that they only kept her because she was taking pills at the beginning of her pregnancy that was prescribed by her doctor, and she just quit out of nowhere when she found out she was pregnant. So they kept her when she was born for, she says it wasn't a week, but I heard it was a week, to monitor her. She doesn't have a work. She filed for Social Security disability. Yeah. 2 pounds. Oh my gosh, Vanessa. Wow. Yeah, I don't know. I know she can get away with some things because I know she knows how to take things to mask her whatever she uses, and then she also goes to different doctors and gets prescribed stuff. And she uses her lupus as an excuse. Now, I know that lupus patients do have pain and that they need medications, but she literally was doctor shopping on the internet instead of going, I have anxiety and, what can I do for anxiety? Instead, she was on those doctor shopping sites and going, I need a doctor to prescribe me Xanax. Where can I go? That was the question that she asked on one of those sites. And people were replying back and telling her, like, you need to actually go see a doctor so they can tell you what to get and not just say, I need this. So she was, you know what I'm saying. I don't really know how to explain it because I'm not a professional, but that's just kind of that's my perspective on the whole thing. Like, exactly what that person said. Luanda, I have asked about adopting them, and DCF says that we can't pursue it, that DCF or the courts have to terminate their rights. And I'm like, but at what point do you do that? The oldest one will be 18 in 2 years, and we've had them for over 6 years. We're family, so I feel like they're not pushing it because we are family and they know they're safe. But it still gives them the right to go, oh, I'm going to work my case plan, but they never do. So I don't know. I mean, I don't see them ever wanting to sign their rights over because they want to be able to say that, oh, one day I'm going to get my kids back, even though they're not going to. We've asked, though. I mean, I want them to know that they have a forever home and nobody's going to take them. They've been here. The youngest one wasn't even a year and a half when we got her. Oh, that's so sad, Vanessa. You can't help, though. Oh, I'm so sorry. When you first hold that baby, you get a bond. I don't care. You can't help it. That's why I can't work in labor and delivery and I can't work in the nursery or anything in those types of places. That would kill me. I love babies too much. It's crazy. I do want to continue this conversation, but I have to go to work. So, Luanda, I really want to keep conversating with you about this. So either we can continue this in the comment section while I'm gone, or you can PM me if you want, and we can keep talking because I really, really, really want to get more information on this. So, but yeah, I mean, if you have any advice for me, and I know you're probably legally not supposed to give me advice, but just like any insight would be so appreciated. Like you have no idea how much I would appreciate anything you can do to steer me in the right direction to make sure that these girls, listen, if she could get her life straight, I would love for her to be reunited because they're her children, you know what I mean? But I know that's not going to happen, and I don't want her to lead them on to think that because it just messes with their mental, you know what I'm saying? I can't do it. I'll just end up telling her off. Bye. Mwah.